another thing. So I have been on this topic. The Warriors got smoked, and I mean, they waved the white flag 8 minutes in. Good for Houston. I'm going to be wrong on this series. Golden State's going to go back home and probably win it. But I've been on this forever. You don't need 7 games in the first round. When this league was at its most popular with MJ, first round was 5 games. League was never more popular. It's all greed. I mean, y'all told me Florida's going to win the national championship. In a sudden death tournament in March, they did. Okay, 4 number 1 seeds made the Final Four. Okay, you don't need 7 games to learn water's wet. So what happened last night is it was an embarrassment for the NBA. I mean, it was a white flag, raise it 3 minutes into the game. The other thing that happened is Houston, the bigger, longer, more physical team with a lot of energy and a lot of good young players, they went after Steph Curry's hand, or at least that's what people are claiming, that they were grabbing him and banging on it.
Fact.
And I got to be honest, I'm not sure it's a bad strategy. I mean, if you know that a team has already mailed it in, it'd be one thing if the game was close. You couldn't worry about that. You'd have to worry about the game. But Houston's like, yeah, the game's over. All right, let's leave a little bit of damage here, and let's grab and clutch and push and bang on Steph Curry. And whether they did it purposefully or not,
what do you mean whether?
When you're playing games where one team has decided, hey, let's just take the flight home and wrap it up, you gave Houston an opportunity to think about some things, not have to worry about game strategy, to maybe make this one a little more interesting when you go home. So this is why I've said before, first round should be 3 games. Well, what if blankety blank loses? Yeah, what if they do? College basketball has significantly inferior basketball to the NBA. Yet March Madness gets big ratings because.
Okay, I'm not, we're not going to talk about 3-game series. I mean, the NBA playoffs, we have to grind through 82 games just to get to the playoffs. And the playoffs are the most exciting, physical, high-level basketball we have. And you want 3 games in the first round? Get out of here. No. But this game was insane. This is what's wrong with you. You want to talk about what's wrong with the NBA? You have the Rockets 38 free throws, the Warriors 22. In the first quarter, there was 9 fouls called against the Warriors. 9, only 1 against the Rockets. And they were in the bonus. At one point, that's what it was. They were in the bonus when in the first quarter, and the Rockets only committed 1 foul. That's insane. Steph Curry gets mauled by 2 Rockets players. 2 Rockets players. No call. They even said on the broadcast. They're like, how is that even possible? And then literally the next possession for the Rockets, a ticky-tack foul. And then that's how then a game gets out of control. I mean, refs from the jump. Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy. Boom. All foul called on them. Boom. Rockets in the, in bonus. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. I mean, it really is. I mean, Thompson screams, makes a layup or a dunk, whatever, and then screams in GP2's face. Screams in his face. No taunting, no technical, no nothing. How's that possible? To the point where even Dylan Brooks went running to try to be like, no, stop, don't do that. You know, if Dylan Brooks is trying to calm you down, and the refs didn't say anything. The refs acted like it didn't even happen. And now you're also talking about with them trying to purposely beat up Steph Curry. Oh, if you can't beat him, hurt him. The whole thing was a disgrace. The whole thing was a disgrace because it wasn't basketball. And that much was obvious from the jump. Combined with, obviously, the Warriors a little cold and the Rockets just making every single shot under the sun. And yeah, that's what you have. That's the game that you have. But when you put this Warriors team automatically at a disadvantage in the first quarter, immediately, with all the foul calls from the jump, combined with the Rockets being, pretty hot in that first quarter, yeah, then the game's over right off the bat like that. If you're going to put them at a disadvantage from the jump. And then you are going to go headhunting for Steph Curry. It's just ridiculous. Like, it wasn't a basketball game. It really wasn't. And again, if you're going to blow all these whistles and do it both ways, you can't have Steph Curry get decked shooting a three by two Rockets players. Two Rockets players both foul him, no foul call, and then immediately at the other end of the court, like a little like shoulder tap, blow the whistle, free throws. That is a disgrace. That can't happen. Certainly not in the playoffs. It's just ridiculous. And again, I hate having to talk about the refs in games. Because I'm not the type of person that's always like, oh, the refs are ruining, refs. Like, I hate that. I hate it. But it is a ridiculous thing that keeps happening. It really is. I mean, it's obvious. Anyone can see it. Anyone can see it. Go watch that first quarter and see how ridiculous it really was. Just rewatch it now that you know what the outcome is. It's insane. It really, really is. It really, really is. And it can completely ruin a game and can make the game get too far out of reach. And that's exactly what happened. Because again, it was the perfect storm because you had these bootleg foul calls, the lack of foul calls, for the Warriors, to actually, God forbid, send them to the line, as well as the Rockets were just making, the Rockets were just making every single shot, every single three. There you go. That's what happens. Boom. Game out of reach, just like that. Snapping the fingers. And then we get robbed of like a real game. Especially when you watch and see how some of these other games are officiated. And you see the physicality. 38 free throws. 9 fouls in the first quarter. 9 fouls in the first quarter called against the Warriors. 9. That's insane. That's insane. And yet, I think at the very end, at the end of that quarter, they ended up calling 2 fouls against the Rockets. But they were in the bonus when the Rockets only had 1 foul called against them. 1 foul. You think the Rockets the most physical team? They weren't fouling anyone, really. Really? Okay, sure. Tell me you want this series to go 6 or 7 because you want the money without telling me that that's what you want. That's just ridiculous, man. We just got to have consistency with the foul calling. I think that's all fans truly want. We had it against the Lakers for the most part, and especially in the closeout game. I'm watching that game, and I couldn't have been like, what is this? What is that? No, totally fair. A couple ticky-tack fouls because it's guaranteed to happen, right? You can't call a game perfectly. But if there was a bad call at one end of the court, then there was a bad call at the other end of the court. Like, it really balanced out. There was nothing balanced about this. Nothing. Nothing. And it's just, as a basketball fan, it's obnoxious. Combined with now the Rockets purposely trying to hurt and bang up Steph Curry, that's not just hard competition. That's called being a bunch of lowlives. That's what it is. That's what it is. The Golden State Warriors built a dynasty. The Lakers built a dynasty. The Bulls built a dynasty. They didn't do any of the garbage that the Houston Rockets do. None of it. So you tell me. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Golden State Warriors losing? Are they in danger of blowing this series? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're all on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.